Good morning, everyone. Kristen will be a little late today, but she said she will be in. So, today I'm trying to get my act together. Uh, how's everybody doing? You enjoy your weekend? Just wait to see if we get some people to come in. Cut off some of this extra. What I'm going to do is, well, let me show you. I made this little set. Good morning, Denise. How are you? Kristen will be in, but she'll be a little late today. So I'm showing what I was making, what I'm making. I made 3 little sets. These are magnets, fridge magnets, but I made these little sets, and that's what I'm making now. Is I'm making some more. I want to do some in oranges and yellows. So that's what I'm making. And the first thing I do, I have my stamp on my block, my acrylic stamp. I'm going to find the middle of my clay, just like I did the last time. Make sure I get a nice deep imprint, even all the way around, which is easier said than done. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Then I'm going to take my cutter, which I just messed up my picture, and I want to center it. I'm doing good, thanks, Denise. My husband went back to work today after a surgery he had about 3 weeks ago. He was off work. The house is very empty without him, let me tell you. It's just not the same. Drinking iced coffee that I made. Okay, so I wanted to do this one in yellow or oranges or something like that. Let's see what colors I can find. Well, I need to do, let me do this first. I need to do the dots. Ember, you're kind of in my way, pretty girl. My kitty. My cat. My black cat. Every time I get white clay out there, she is. It never fails. And of course, I've got to try and keep the cat hairs out of the clay. But anybody that has pets knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have my little tray. Let me jump out some colors here. This is just a mixed batch of Hotfix Crystals. They're all different colors, a variety. And I buy the Hotfix because even though I'm going to embed them in the clay, the glue will melt in the when I bake it in the oven, and it'll just add extra adherence. So In this design, I have little centers to the flowers. So I'm going to put, I'm going to try and do this one yellow. So I'm going to try and find orange, I think, to put a little Hotfix crystal in each center. And this is just my diamond pick and pen. Did you do anything special over the weekend, Denise? And I like to add one right at the bottom of that bud. Okay. Now with this end, I'm just going to push them into the clay a little bit because they're just sitting on top right now. Don't want to go too far, just enough to set them in the clay. Like I said, the adhesive will melt and also grip the clay. Okay. Put these away before I spill them because that's what I'll do. Yeah, same here. I didn't even go for a motorcycle ride. I don't know. It's just been very different these last couple weeks. With my husband home, it was like a 3-week long weekend. He did his stuff, I did my stuff. It was all good. Do I have any orange? I do. I don't know if you guys can see, but let me see if I can get my kitty showing here. Here's my baby girl sitting right on my lap. Aren't you? Right on my lap watching. Hey, Emmy. Hi, pretty girl. Hello. Say hi. Say hi. Hi, Anne. How are you? That was my Miss Ember Pearl is her name. She is named after Johnny Depp's The Pirates of the Caribbean, The Black Pearl. She's my Ember Pearl. Okay, I like this orange better. This is just mica powder. And I'm just going to use, well, I think I'll do the green first. For some reason, I just like to get my green done first. Let me find my paintbrush. Nope, that's not it. Where's my other paintbrush? It's funny, I cleaned up yesterday, straightened my whole desk out, put things away, and now I don't know where shit is. I can't find anything anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the mica powder out of, I don't want to really put it over my clay, out of the dish on a brush, and I'm just going to put it into the lid. Just a little bit. I'm going to take my paintbrush. I have this one that has like a thin end on it. So all I do is very, very carefully, and I might have to move you up for this, or just over maybe, I don't know. It's like the camera's right in front of my face. Just paint these leaves green. This is kind of a springy green. Try not to get it on the white clay, that's the fun part. Anne, are we on for Thursday? Denise Ann is going to be on Kristin's channel for our sale. Anne's going to be seller. Right, Anne? Awesome. Yeah, we were supposed to do it last week, but between Kristin and I, we just had so much going on. She had her sale on Mr. Jim's channel, Mountain Gems, and she was just trying to get everything as good as she could get it, so we didn't do Thursday. She worked on her other things that day, and she did well in the showing too. Now, if I come down a little bit, will you be able to see? Or is it blurry? Yes, there's a little bit of mica powder. I don't know if that's going to clear up or not. No, it's not. Sorry, guys. I was trying to get you to see that I'm coloring in the indentation. This is just my phone, so I don't have like settings and stuff that I can do, so I'll pull it back up. But that's what it looks like. I'm coloring inside the indentations. And these skinny lines are hard not to get anything on the white clay. But there's a trick after I'm all done painting that I can go back and fix it. Like I said, Kristin will be in a little bit. She had something she had to do this morning. So you're stuck with just me. Anybody making anything? Anne, are you working on anything? Denise? Hi, Stacy. Good morning. Yeah, you know what? I was told to get one of those, Anne. In fact, I should have one coming. Kristin says she bought me one. And when she sends my box out, it should be in there if she remembered to put it in. But you know, I just have my one phone on an arm and filming with it, so it's not professional by any means. I'm going to be selling these on Thursday. Oh, I bumped my brush and spilled mica powder all over. Darn it. Oh, your computer had an update. Don't you love it? Right when you're ready to do something important, you have to wait. Oop, let me get the tip of this. I think I missed it. And what are you working on now? Hi, Arlene. How are you? Kristin will be in a little bit. Um, setting up right now. Setting up right now for a new wind chime idea for me. Oh, cool. Why now before you're live? Why can't you do it on your live, Arlene? Or Anne? Alright, I think I want to do the center's orange and the outside yellow. So when I change colors, I just take my brush and brush it on. This is a napkin. It'll take off the mica powder. And then you just start over again. Now these aren't going to be perfectly on the center because this is a paintbrush and mica powder, but I'm getting as close as I possibly can to just the center. And then I'll do the rest of the flower yellow. That's right, Arlene. That's right. Time to just chill out and relax for a while. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, Ann. Yeah, I thought I was gonna do sun catchers today, but I decided I wanted to make another set with the oranges and the yellows. Um, and I can work on making sun catchers another day. Because I bought stuff to make sun catchers a couple months ago. And I made some, but they're all hanging up in my house. So I kind of held them all instead of having any for sale. So I should make some, see if people like them. They cast beautiful shadows across my floors, or colors across my floors, and the sunlight hits them. And I'm kind of working against the camera, guys, so forgive me bumping it and stuff because it's like 2 inches above my work. We slept out a couple nights ago. We have a camp, and you can check on my channel. We have a couple of videos of camp and what we do up there and what it's like. So you can check those out. They're shorts, you know. They're only like, I don't know, half a minute long. But it's been nice, cool weather here. And that's always nice for sleeping out. You don't want to sleep out in the muggy, wet. Ugh, God, I hate that. We have an electric blanket on the bed, which is an air mattress. So we have an air mattress, a queen size air mattress, and an electric blanket on the bottom, so that if it gets really cold at night, or well, before the summer really hits deep in the heat, that air in the air mattress is pulling cold straight from the ground. So you can get hypothermia sleeping on an air mattress without enough protection between you and the air mattress. It'll suck the heat, the body heat, right out of you, and it's dangerous. So we have an air mattress with a heating mattress cover. It's called a heated mattress cover. So we just turn that on, and it dries out it pulls the damp out of the sheets, not the blankets. We have to keep the blankets down here and then take them up when we go. We leave the bed made, all except some of the blankets, because they draw damp. And that's awful to sleep in. Well, for me anyway. I don't know about anybody. Dawn doesn't seem to mind it. He just sleeps in whatever, but I can't. I got sensory issues, and I can't stand that damp blanket against my skin. I can't do it. I don't know if any of you guys are campers or not, but it's not something I like. Okay, so I've been taking regular Scotch tape and putting it on the places where the mica powder overflowed, which I think I pretty much got them all now. Oh no, I forgot this spot over here. Okay, so see the 3 spots of mica powder over here? I lost it. Where'd it go? Up here. Yeah. Right there, there's 3 spots of green mica powder that I splashed whenever I was doing the stem. So I just rub on it gently, lift it up, and it pulls up excess mica powder and gives you a nice clean picture. Yep, just regular Scotch tape. I keep mine on an old-fashioned roll, like you used to have in school or whatever, because I use it every time I color mica powder. So I just keep it here on my table. and I clean it up and it comes out nicely. Nice and clear. Okay, now here's the fun part. I'm going to put an edge on it in color. And I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to use the orange. I want to put an orange edge, and then I have to go over it again with the tape to take the orange off. I should have just done it all at once, but I was talking and skipped that step, so I just want the sides covered. And yeah, I see all that coming up. I see it all. It's a mess. Hey, 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 cats. Ash, oh, Ashes after Ember Pearl. They're having a cat fight here. Brother and sister. Same litter. They're very close, but you know, once in a while somebody does something the other one doesn't like. And then all breaks loose. Okay, let me see if I can show you what it's doing. I'm just coloring the edge right there. Just putting like a hazy color on it. I don't want, it's not supposed to be just some color to bring out the center of the flowers. So that's what I'm doing. Echo misses my husband. Him and Echo are whistling buddies, so every time John's around, Echo whistles and he whistles back, and they have a good old time, but now he's back to work, so poor Echo, because I can't whistle. Okay, now I'm just going to look at it and see if there are any spots, like right there, it's kind of, looks like I could use some fill in. Especially in between the ridges. Okay, now, as you can see, it's covered in orange on the top too. And I do go through a lot of tape, guys. Welcome back. Thanks, Arlene. I like it when I add the orange, or put the color on the edge too. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to pick up the excess color off the face. And it's going to take a while. I did all the other magnets in pink and blue and purple. I made 2 sets of pink, blue, and purple. And I wanted to do some different color because pink, blue, and purple are pretty similar colors. I wanted to do something that is a little bit different. Hey, Darcy. Good morning. Good morning, Willow. Everybody's good. Darcy, how are you? It's a very chill morning. Um, Kristen had something to do this morning, but she's going to be here shortly. So it's just me for right now. And I just mushed one of my fluted edges. Oh, now I just got mica powder on it. Do you ever try and fix something and you think I just shouldn't have even touched it? I should have just left it the way it was. Okay, so that one's ready to bake. I'm going to go put it in the oven real quick and I'll be right back. I baked the clay directly on the tile um, in the toaster oven. So I put it in the toaster oven at 250 degrees for about 30 minutes, I guess. But see, I made the uh, okay, Kristen says she's going to be a little bit longer. So I made these. So that's one set. So I did the orange and yellow. I might do it opposite yellow and orange. I'll have to look and see my colors. But these are fridge magnets. Um, and then I'll show you what else I've been doing. Thanks, Willow. Thanks, Arlene. I thought they were kind of cute, springy, delicate, simple. And then I've made like this one that I had on my feature picture. That one is one large magnet. Done the same way. Has some Hotfix crystals in it. And I have this one, which is dark, but I outlined it in a pen. I don't know how to get you guys to see it without the reflection. Of course, I resin everything, mostly everything, but they are there we go. Okay, they're little blue flowers. I outlined them in black, and they have a blue center. And it doesn't look as dark as it does come across on camera. And then this one I'm not happy with, but it's a daffodil. Don't like how that one came out. Here's the daffodil that I don't like how it came out either. So I might outline it all. Maybe it will look better. I don't know. So that's what I've been doing, guys. Gonna have a sale on Thursday. Anne's gonna be our guest, so there'll be Anne and Kristen and I. Um, we will be selling, and I don't know. Anne's gonna have to tell us what she's gonna be selling. I don't. I don't know. I'm gonna be selling the magnets and a few other little things that I made that hasn't been seen yet. And I don't know what Kristen's going to be selling. I have no idea what anybody has. Oh, Arlene, I resin them on. But if I was going to, because they, until they're actually set, they'll attract each other because there's two on each magnet, or two magnets on each piece of clay on either end, and they're so strong that they'll pull through the glue to each other. So I put a blob of resin, I put a magnet in it, and I just take my little flashlight and kind of flash cure it. And then I can do the other one without them pulling towards each other because I can instantly harden the resin with the flashlight. So, and then I'll put them in the actual UV light for, I don't know, like 15 minutes. Let it get really hard and cured. So, but I do have an adhesive that I would be using, which would be Weld Bond. I just don't want to spend that kind of time waiting for it to dry before I can do the second magnet, you know. But this is what I use to put the tiles that I make on to boxes and panels and stuff like that. I'll use this Weld Bond. It's pretty good. It's for wood, tile, glass, foam, stone, ceramics, and more, which would be clay. And my husband likes it too. He uses it a lot too. Hey, where's that glue? Hey, you got that glue? Hey, I need that glue. Okay, so Anne has hand-painted wooden sliced Christmas ornaments. She has some pendant wood crosses that I've made. Oh, those are really sweet. I've made some wind chimes and oh, that's right, the business card holders. Yep, absolutely. Yep, good deal, Anne. And like I was saying, I think you were gone. I, um, I was going to do some wind chimes, or not wind chimes. See, that's different than sun catchers, and I keep grouping them all together. Stuff you hang on your porch or in your window. So I was going to do some sun catchers today, but I decided I'd work on some magnets. I'll do a couple sun catchers for Thursday for sure. Cheryl, who done this? Oh, okay, Cheryl. Yeah, Willow. Hi, Steph. How are you? Just stopping by for a minute to say hi. Well, that was nice. Thanks for stopping in. Stay as long as you can. Kristen got held up. She texted me and told me she got held up, so it might just be me today. Okay, so I don't know if I have enough clay here to do another one. So what I got to do is see if my cutter will fit. Yes, it will. So I can go ahead. This is white polymer clay that I rolled out on my pasta machine to the thickest setting. And it looks really thick, but it's not that thick. I mean, it's that thick, but it's not too thick, put it that way. And it starts out as a lump of clay, and then I put it through the pasta machine and roll it out. And then I have this sheet. So again, I'm just going to take my and make sure that I get good pressure all the way around. You'd be surprised how uneven you can press. You think, no, I did it all over evenly. See, that's not very good. I can't use that one. That's too thin. So I'm going to try and place it on again. And we'll repress. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, that's much better. And see my black cat hair? Because my Ember Pearl was here visiting everybody. Anytime I get out the white clay, there she is. You know, she pops in to say hi, scratch me, pet me, love me. Let me get my hair flying. Ugh. Okay. This is why I don't like white clay, but I do like these better in white than I would in color. So, looks like I have a bubble under here of air. So I want to lift that up, let that air out, because when you bake it on the tile, if you have an air bubble, it'll bake that way, in the shape of the bubble. So it won't be level and flat, it'll be bubble shaped. Now to cut around it, I'm just going to place it and look at all the ends of the leaves. Make sure it's even all the way around before I cut. Okay. Remove the excess. A roller. Oh, I have a roller. One of these. Nah, I'll just zip it through the pasta machine. It takes half a second and it comes out even everywhere. Rollers and me don't. Again, it's one of those um, that I push harder on one side than the other. So when I roll it, my technique's not that good. So yeah, I just prefer to do the pasta machine. It's sitting right here. I don't have to go anywhere. It's right here on my table. I just move over 6 inches and there it is. I have all different size rollers to press the plate. Oh, yeah. Um, the thing is that I mean, I if I do it by hand, I can see how deep I'm pressing, because if you see the stamp has a ridge to it. It's the stamp and then a wider like outline ridge all the way around it. And if you push too far, you're going to get that ridge. And I'll show you it happened right here at the top. If you can see, there's that ridge. That's from the stamp and I pushed too hard. If I do it by hand, I can do it evenly because I can see the clay under in the stamp. And I know when I've gone too far, like I know I did there. But if I used a roller to press the stamp, I think I'd go too far. This way I can gauge it better. For me anyway. Yeah. I hate to do things over and over and over. But different people feel different. Like they develop their own techniques based on what technique they think of to use and how it works for them. So somebody may say, "Whoa, I can't do it without a roller. I get it more even rolling it," and totally understand because it's everybody's technique. I just don't like to see that around it, and it's a couple places, but it's not ruining the picture. So I think I'm okay the way it is. I don't think I could get it any better. I could do it again, but I don't think I'd get it any better. So I'm just wiping the powder off my brush because I'm going to go in with the yellow. Oops, I almost did it again. I need to get some stones out to put in the center of each flower. So I'm just going to dump some out. That's too many. Get my picker here. And they are the same pattern in the set of magnets that I'm making, but that's okay. It's the perfect one to use because it has a space for a little bling and also opportunity to use a couple different colors. I'm trying to find yellow in here, guys. Seriously. There's one. So tired of these headaches that I've been getting with this change of weather. I know it's not probably not spring anymore, but it has been killing me. Every day I have a headache sometime during the day. If it's not all day or 2 days or 3 days, then it's at least once every day. So I'm just pushing these down a little bit so that they embed in the clay. Uh-oh, lost one. Run away, we got an escapee. Back in you go. Okay, there. So I put my bling in there. Although it's not blinging on camera, there is some bling to it. Now I can go in with my yellow. I want to do the centers just opposite of the way I did the orange one. I did orange in the center and yellow in the outside, and I want to do yellow in the center here and orange on the outside. The reason I'm doing the yellow first is because I'm going to be doing green next and then orange. I'm trying to go color of light to dark so that I don't have any crossover, especially with yellow. Yellow is a tough one. They say that mica powder doesn't stick. Once it sticks to something, if you put another color mica powder over it, it won't stick to it. Well, I've found that that's not true. You can blend like one powder and then go over it with another. The colors will mix. So, like I have the yellow has gone past the outside centers. When I put the orange on there, it will look dark or light to dark because the yellow that's outside of where I'm going to put the orange is going to mix with it. So it does. You can still add a different color. They say you can't, but you can. And I don't know who they is, but all the videos I've watched, once mica powder sticks, you can't. Well, yeah, you can. It will go right on top of the other mica powder, and it will stick. So that's just something that if anybody works with mica powders and clay, oh, mica powders. Well, see, I'm not a paper person. I don't make paper crafts. So I know a lot of people that work with paper, you can still use mica powders. I don't know what what other crafts you do, but uh you can use mica powders on paper. You can mix them with finishes, like a clear varnish. I used to before I started doing the resin coating, I used to use a floor polish, that you get at the dollar store, just the floor wax. Um, uh, and you just put a couple drops here, and you dip your brush and you mix your mica powder in it, and then you can paint with it. You can paint it on paper, you can spray it, mix it in sprays, mix it with ink to give the ink a little shimmer, because this isn't like a metallic, this isn't a flat, this is like a shimmery um, mica powder. So yeah, if you're a paper person, there's opportunities for you to use mica powder for sure. Different colors will show up differently different uh, on different color backgrounds. Like you can take black paper and you can spray all these beautiful colors that'll shimmer and shine on them, and it'd be gorgeous. We're having kind of a blah day. It's very cloudy out there. It's like it's supposed to be like a high of 65, and then tomorrow's supposed to be like 90. I don't know how that happens. Okay, the green's done. It's gonna blow it off. Get rid of any loose mica powder. Hi, Marty. How are you? Oh, guys, let me make you blue, the ones that aren't. So, Stacy, you're now blue, and Marty, you're blue. Okay, there you go, guys. And Steph, you're now moderator. Okay, everybody's blue. Okay, so I'll clean off my brush, and I'm going to go for the orange. And remember, I'm doing the orange on the sides, too. I did orange on the side. Okay, I need to do yellow on the sides. Okay, I knew that wasn't right. Okay, so I want to color this. I had a dream last night. Crazy dream. It was we were at a concert. Well, we were at like this local lake type resort place that had swimming in an enclosed area, and I had some things for sale up on wherever you put your chairs and stuff to sit, that kind of thing. For the swimming episodes, then you have a back fence kind of thing that you can sell your stuff on. Now remember, this is a dream. Doesn't make sense. So I had some stuff up, and they opened for swimming. We went swimming for about 10 minutes, and then I got out and everybody else was still in the pool. And they announced that they were closing the pool. They were closing up. It was over. And it was only a half hour. And I'm like, what the heck? I put all this stuff up on this backdrop, and now we have to take it all down and load up and go home. Now, how weird is that? That was a weird dream. I don't see the yellow anymore on here, so I'm going to go over it again. I guess the darker covered it up. See what I'm saying? They say, oh, you can't cover up mica powder. Yep, you sure can. Although if I look closely, I can see some of the yellow still there, but I want it to be a little darker or brighter. I don't know. Now, after I bake these, because powder's getting all over my blingy rhinestones. So once I bake, I'll take a baby wipe and wipe it all down and get that mica powder off because it won't stick to those. So I'll wipe those down so that they shine again. Harvey, there you are. You're blue. I'm so blue. Okay, good. Everybody's blue. Well, that way you can go to each other's channels too. You can post your channel links in here, guys. I don't mind that. We're crafting today, so it's a good day to post your links for your channels if you have one. I'm going over the edge before I do the tape because I don't want to have to do it twice like I did last time. I'm just kind of brushing up to make sure I get in all those ridges there. It's easy to just do the outside ridge and then the rest stays white, which looks sloppy to me. So go ahead and post your links if you need to, or want to, rather. Echo says hello. Did I tell you guys one evening my husband was in the hospital with breathing issues, and I'm sitting here alone watching a movie, and scary movies are my thing. Horror, I adore all horror. That's all I ever watch. All I ever watch. John will put on something else, and once in a while it'll be like an action adventure. I'm good with that, but it has to have a good storyline, or I get bored. But so I'm sitting here watching a horror movie. It wasn't a scary one because I can't find really many scary ones anymore. Um, okay, here's the yellow edge. Looks really pretty with those colors. So anyway, I'm sitting here. The birds are put to bed. I put them under covers. They go into their cages, and then I cover their cages at night. They echo when he's ready for bed. And when it's bedtime, he'll say, "Ready, go, night, night. Ready, go, night, night." And he'll say that until I finally put them to bed. So I cover them up. I'm sitting here in the dark watching a scary movie, and I hear, "I'm home." Okay, that's was in my husband's voice, and I knew he was in the hospital. I knew the doors and windows were locked, and that's what I heard in the dark. "I'm home." I'm like, what the heck? He had never said that before. That was Echo saying it, and he had never said that before, and he's never said it since. Freaked me right out. You know, that panic that you get. Boom. Thanks, Marty. I love the cheers. Yeah, sub to each other's channels, guys. I Oh, I was looking to see if Willow dropped hers yet. Willow, can you get it, or you want me to get it? Um, I want everybody to be sub to everybody else. I just think I'm not into the competition thing. I just like to come on and meet people and do some crafting and, you know, I like to be with others. So I like to watch others craft. I watch others craft on live as often as I can find one. And if you do lives, please put me on your list to message me, because I miss so many of them. Because I'm, even though I'm subbed, I'm not getting notifications properly. I guess that's a common thing, but it bothers me. And then I'll see that somebody was on an hour ago, or, and it's like, wait a minute, I've been looking for lives all this time, and it didn't come up in my messenger, or my notifications. So if you can put me on your list, or just Facebook me to make sure I get it, I'd love to attend. But that's why I do it. I just want to share um, some crafting with some others. Because, like Anne does her own special, unique thing, which I think is really cool. Um, Denise Denise in your jewelry and sales. I just like everybody to see what everybody else does and get to know people. Does anybody know what time it is? It is time for the Scotch tape, because this little thing's looking quite the mess. So I'm just going to try and clean it up. Ta-da! See, it comes up on the tape. I'm just doing the edges first, then I'll go back and get in the flowers and the green. Oh, okay, so that, when I put that in the oven, it's finished baking. You have to let it, well, you don't have to, but it recommends to let your piece sit till it's cooled naturally on its own, instead of messing with it when it's still hot. Um, it can bend, and things will pop out, and you just want to let it sit and let it cool off on its own. Then I can go ahead and do a resin finish on it. A little bit more down here. Barbie's babysitting, so I know she's listening. Hi, Barbie. At least she said she'd try and listen in. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Nice and clean. And that one's ready to bake. I am not on Instagram, for one thing. You can't find Pom-Poms. Marty, what do you mean? I am not on Instagram at all. Don't even know much about it, really. I mean, I get them on my homepage of YouTube. I get Instagram things, but And I may click on one and watch it. But that's it. Only when it pops up on my YouTube recommendations or whatever. Other than that, I don't do Instagram or anything else. This is enough for me, you know. Oh, pom-poms for your cheerleading outfits. Oh, well, Marty, we can make those, you know. Get some streamers and little toilet paper roll tube and glue them in there and cut them to size, and you got pom-poms. I need the skirt. I haven't been in a dress or a skirt probably for 30 plus years. I think the last time I was in a skirt or anything like that was when my son, who is I believe 36, graduated high school. So it's been at least 20 years. And I think I wore a dress then to his graduation. I don't even remember. I think that was a dress. Alright, I'm going to go switch these out. I'll be right back. So this one, excuse the dirty pot holder, it's for my crafts. It's wicked hot. But I have a baby wipe that I'm going to clean the mica powders off of the stones. So I can do that. So that they shine. Okay. And since I don't listen because I'd be sitting here bored waiting for something to happen, I'm going to take this off the tile. Ow! Ooh, that's wicked hot, let me tell you. Phew! Okay, so there. Let me get rid of this to cool down. I can't use it until it cools down. I do have other tiles, though. So there's that pretty little guy. Here are the magnets I bought to use. I just got some new ones in, so I'm going to try those. What I usually put on there, I don't know what size they are, But they're these. I usually put two on one end and one on the other because I think it takes two. But I bought these bigger ones. They came in yesterday, I think it was. So hopefully I'll only need one of the big ones per. I'm going to try it and see how it works. These are the super strong magnets. You know, these are good for all kinds of stuff. I have metal lamps, so I tend to make little things and then put a magnet on the back and stick it on my lamp. Like I have a couple different owls. I have a gardening hat that I made, you know, like a straw hat with a brim. Yeah, 3 different kinds of owls. Okay. Welcome back, Anne. Who'd I miss? Vanessa, good morning. Hi. Okay, so this one is ready for resining. Usually the first thing I do is befront. And I have a UV light set up down here where I can get to it. I have my bottle of resin. And I need, you know what I'm going to try? I got these yesterday too. They're the rubber tipped. Instead of a brush, I'm going to try and use these because I've been ruining my paintbrushes with resin. Even though I clean them right afterwards, they just don't. Once they're used for resin, then that's what they're used for. So let me see about spreading with that instead of a brush. See if it will work just as well, or oh heck yeah. Oh, yay me. I'm so glad I got these. I have a bunch of the little ones, which they came with little ones too. But I have a bunch of the little ones, and it's like taking a pencil point and trying to spread the resin, you know, it's just too small of an area, but this works fine. Just fine. It also, this resin sets up so quick. I have to be so fast because when I go around here, I'll be picking up blobs because it started to set. Make sure I get in all these little places that are indented. Okay, this is self-leveling resin. So any strokes that show here should level out. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'll give it a minute to see if it'll level those strokes out. It may or may not, I don't know. Welcome back, Willow. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check up on Kristin and see how she's doing. Okay, I'll just send her a text. We'll see what she says. Because she had sent a text saying she was running behind. I was just checking up. Okay, Marty, we'll see you in a few. Okay, so that kind of leveled, but I still see some ridges in it. There's really nothing I can do about that unless I want to go over it with another, make it thicker. But I really don't. So I'm going to put that down in here in the light and let it cure. I have a very weak UV lamp. It's for nails, but I wouldn't do my nails, and it'd take forever to um to cure. My goodness. So this will take a while to cure, and I have one in the oven baking. I need one more color scheme to make a third one. Okay, so I did orange and yellow, yellow and orange, and then I need one more color. It doesn't have to be a color combo, but one more color that would go with orange and red. Or actually, I mean orange and yellow. So I'm coming up stumped. Help me think. Do I do frogs? No, I have not done a frog. I have not done a frog. I've thought about it recently. Um, I would have I would have to sit and try and figure out how to do them, but no, I have not. I think, well, the turtles took me a day to make one. If that's all I worked on all day, it would take me a whole day to make one turtle. And I charged $30 because it took a lot of clay too. And um resin and material costs. So I think if I did frogs, they would be in the same category, one per day, and it would take me all day to do it, and they would be expensive. So I'm not so sure that it would be worth doing them. I don't know. I haven't done one yet, so I can't really say. I'm just kind of going by the turtles that I did. And the dragon's eyes, both those things were very time consuming. Do you have a pattern for frogs? Turquoise and red. Would that go with the orange and yellow and orange? I don't have any frog stamps, Anne. That would be great. At least, and I can, yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so Willis says turquoise and red. Would turquoise and red go with yellow and orange and yellow? I'm looking for a third because I've been making them in three. I don't have to make them in three. I just thought those three colors were pretty together. The purple, the pink, and the blue. They just seem to be real pretty together. So I thought, well, let me do on, so orange and yellow, and then I switched it so they do look different. Okay, that's good, Anne. Um, I'll be on your live. I'll go to your live. Show me. I have no idea what you're even doing, Kim. Okay, like right now? Do you mean right now, Marty? Right now, I'm making sets of these magnets. And I did these 3 colors for one set. Then I'm making another set, and I did the flowers orange, and then I did one with the flowers yellow, but I need a third color that would go with orange and yellow. That so that they look like, they go together like these 3. That's what I'm doing. These have magnets on the back. These have 2 little ones, one on each end. But like I said, I got the big ones now, so I'm going to try one big one in the middle and see if that'll be just as good as 2 smaller ones. So that's what I was asking for colors for. Yeah, so I made those, and then I made these. I don't know who saw and who didn't, but I'll show them again real quick. This one, it's it looks kind of dark. I just might throw it on my fridge, but it's not as dark in person as it is on here. But there are little blue flowers with blue uh, rhinestones in them, and I outlined it all with a black marker. So I did that one. I did this one, which is really came out nice. These are magnets. This one I think I have to outline so that it's more distinct. So I'm going to outline that one too. And then I have this one that I outlined that I'm not real happy with, but so, you got to play with it a while and see what looks good and what doesn't before you find a direction. Red and orange. I can do red and orange. That would tie it in. Okay, see, the problem is the only reds I have, it's almost impossible to find a red in mica powder. I'm afraid it's going to come out pink looking. Here, let me cut a strip here and show you. Let me get rid of these so I don't get powder everywhere. I have this red. Okay, it's called Black Cherry, which is really beautiful, but it's not really red. It's very hard to get a true red in mica powder, so I have that color that's more like a reddish copper, I think. What else do I have in red? Okay, I have this one. Oh, thanks, Arlene. I have this red, which looks red, right? But when you get it on here, what color is it? It's pink. Like I don't have enough pinks, right? I've got plenty of pinks. True red is hard to find. Here's another red. And I have gotten many reds just trying to find red. And again, it's a pink. See how the reds come out? But that might be pretty with that black cherry. And all the reds are like that. I'm not going to go through every red I have. I'm just showing you true red is hard to find. I keep buying reds and none of them are red. I got pink out the wazoo. Okay, so we have, let's try this out, see what it looks like. We'll do the black cherry. So that's my red. Red and orange, she says. Let's try red and orange, and we're going to try Willow's colors. Okay, so that's red and orange. That's pretty. That would go nicely. And then Willow said, so Willow says it's hard to get a true red in most things, and she is so right. The truest red from history is from crushed beetle shells. That's what they used in Victorian times to dye embroidery floss and textiles. Ugh. Wow. Thanks for the info. That's interesting. I think black cherry is the closest too. Okay, so Willow, you had said turquoise and red. Okay, so let's try that. Turquoise. Hmm. Which one do you think looks more turquoise? Left or number 1 or number 2? This is number 1. This would be number 2. Okay, which one looks more like turquoise? The top one? This one, number 1 or number 2? Number 2, this one. That's what I thought too. Does everybody else agree? Or orange and turquoise. That might look pretty together, huh? No, it makes mud. Okay, let's try red and turquoise. I think red and turquoise would be better. Yeah. Because see, when I crossed the orange over the blue, it got dark brown looking. It isn't pretty. And I will be, like, getting them on top of each other, so. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 options. We have the orange and red, or we have the red and the turquoise to go with the yellow. Here, I'll show it. Okay, here's what the color scheme we're working with, orange and yellow. Okay, so which would complement them to be the third one? The red and orange or the red and blue? Ooh, Arlene, that's disgusting. I have egg salad for lunch. Red and orange. I think so too, Denise. I like the red and orange. Even though it's redundant with the orange, I still think it would be good. I don't think it'll be too much. So I'm going to do the red and orange. But I want to show you what I do to put the magnet on. I'm just going to do one in the center. I mean, I already explained it, but it's the next step anyway, so. Okay, so I have my resin. Willow, did I ever invoice you for stuff yet? I don't think I did, but I just need to make sure. Did I? I lost my flashlight. I cleaned here yesterday, which is a big mistake, because now I don't know where anything is. Alright, I found it. So I just have this little UV flashlight. I'm just going to put a dot of resin in the center. Stick one of the magnets here. Okay, and I'm just going to hit it with my light real quick just to set it. Then I'll put it I'll finish the back and then I'll put it under the lamp. Okay, see, it's all set. So let me put some resin all around, and then I need to get some glitter, some orange glitter. Oh, you know what? I can't do that. I forget. Where? I gotta spread this out before it starts to get lumpy. I think my craft light starts to cure it. Well, when it doesn't help that I'm in front of a 9 by 12-foot picture window either, so, you know, the sun comes out. But see, I'm getting lumps right here. It's already starting to set. At least I need to get it spread. I just think the glitter that I put on the back helps cover some of the lumpy bumpy back that you really can't help to get. Well, I guess you can do it on paper, but then you handle it a lot more with your hands and things stretch out, and I just like to do it on a tile where it's going to stay baked, or yeah, where I'm going to bake it. Oh, I finally found my orange glitter. Okay, I have this bottle. I have a bunch of these bottles with glitter in them. This one's orange. So I'm going to, it has this handy nozzle that you pump it and it sprays the glitter. So I'm just going to cover the back. I just think it helps make it look better. And that'll stick in the resin. Let me get it off the magnet. There. Okay, I'm going to put it down to cure. And then that one will be done. While the other one's in the oven, and then I've got a third one to make. So that's how my day goes. Well, yeah. It's kind of it's very redundant, but um yeah, I don't think I did, Willow. I think we were waiting. I just, you know, thought I'd ask, make sure I got you or didn't get you. I wasn't sure. Because I have your box sitting in my living room and I really gotta get it organized and packed and sent out. I just have your things in a box. It doesn't matter right now. I just thought while I was gonna wrap and everything, I should invoice for things. But sometimes I forget that I didn't get you. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off my work surface. Baby wipes are the best thing for have when you're working with resin. You don't ever want to use water. You want to use something with alcohol, because water will just give you a sticky mess. Okay, now for the orange and red. It is redundant, but I enjoy it. I'm going to be here for probably till a little after 1. I have one of the pumps for my alcohol that and I have a roll of paper towels right here, so if I need something different, um, like to clean a stamp, I wouldn't grab a baby wipe. I'll just use my alcohol pump bottle and a piece of paper towel to clean my surface and everything, because those baby wipes leave a film, which I don't like. Well, I bought this off Amazon, this pack of baby wipes, and ugh, they smell so strong. They give me a migraine when I use them. But I bought a whole case of them. I wasn't careful enough to see that they were. I searched for unscented wipes, is what it was. So, duh, I figured I'd get it unscented wipe results, right? No, you'll get all kinds of results. So I didn't pay attention. And I ended up buying a case of scented wipes because I'm sensitive to scents. I can't do them. So if I can just grab an alcohol, my bottle, and okay, that's fine. I am Willow. I just wondered. I didn't want to invoice you twice. That's all. I'll invoice it all together, and then we'll talk. Um, okay, Arlene, thanks for coming. What time do you go on, Ann? That's okay, Willow. We'll get it together. I'll get my act together. Oh, my act is so bad. I can't tell you how bad it is. It is so bad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I do know what's wrong with me. I started taking a medication a couple of years ago. And here are the changes that I've undergone while being on a medication. Number 1, I have craved vanilla ice cream to the point where I get angry if I don't have it. Okay? I have continuously stretched my financial situation buying things I don't need. So I've developed a shopping obsession. And third, the things that I buy during this shopping obsession, I've run out of room. So now I don't have any room to put anything. I am a mess. I can't seem to get anything done that I should be doing. And it all started with that medication. And when I reported it to my doctor, they didn't think anything of it. They, oh, those are hard habits to break, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Ann, good, I'll be there. What's it like to have your act together? I don't know. But see, I was always one that I'm early for appointments, man. I'll be waiting at the door for you to open. I'm the one that had things paid before they were due. I'm one that had everything organized down to a T with my crafts and stuff like that. All that changed. It like changed my whole personality and my whole person. And as hard as I try and focus, because I have ADHD. As hard as I try and focus, it just seems to get worse the harder I try, so I don't try, which means nothing gets done. And I'm disappointed in myself. So it's don't underestimate medication's side effects. They can be awful. And here's my baby girl again saying hello. You say hi, Emmy? Say hi, Ember Pearl. Say hi, pretty girl. Oh, look how pretty she is. Oh, that's Mama's girl. Yeah, that's Mama's girl, huh? Are you Mama's Ember Pearl girl? Yes, you are. Oh, you're so pretty. What a pretty girl you are. Show everybody your pretty face. Oh, how sweet is the kitty. Oh. So that's, every time I have white clay out there, she is. Okay, is everybody still here? Can you all hear me? I pushed something. Thanks, Marty. I have 3 cats and 2 parrots. They need to keep. Yeah, I know. And that's a serious one. I mean, you know, it is a serious one. It has strapped me financially many times, and it's my own damn fault. And I am such a disciplined person, and this is totally not me, and I'm not happy with me. But they really recommend I don't go off this medication. And it's like, okay, then you need to send me an allowance because, you know, you're not you're not doing me any favors. You did hear my parrots, yeah. They're quiet right now. See, John's been home, uh, recovering from surgery for 3 weeks. Usually they talk all day. They're here with me. I'm here doing stuff. They talk to me. They whistle all day. They sing. But when he's around, Echo and him will whistle together. They'll like finish each other's tune and stuff. But when John's here on the whole, they don't they don't they're not verbal. They're very silent. And I think they're used to that right now. So they're very quiet. Huh? Echo says, huh? He knows I'm talking about him. He's such a smart boy. He is such a smart boy. Now he's laughing. Silly bird. So yeah, I have 2 Amazon Greys, Marty. Congo African Greys, not Amazons. We were watching a movie about Amazon River last night. I guess I got Amazon on the mind. Oh, I have my arm along my leg here beside my cat, and she just lifted her arm out and put it around my arm, and you could just feel her whole body relax. I love it. She's such a good girl. When I first got them from the shelter, it was 2 weeks before we even saw them come out. Yeah, a hug. It was so sweet. Um, they were supposed to have been fostered, but I don't know what the foster family was doing actually. They didn't seem to be real um social. I was gonna try and find the word. I knew it wasn't friendly. That's all I could come up with. But they weren't social. They hid under the couch for 2 weeks. They would come out at night to use the litter box and drink water and eat. It was so sad. No matter what I did, I could not get them to come out. And I'm really good with animals. So it was a heartbreak and a surprise that I could not get them to come out. Eventually, I socialized them, and it's just wonderful to see them go from that scared, I'm not even coming out of the from under the couch to use the litter box or it. They're still that way when they hear the downstairs door because they know somebody's here and they don't know who, so they run and hide. You wouldn't know I had cats if you'd come and visit. They're still that way, just socially with everybody else, but with us they become pretty good. They just don't like to be held, which is okay with me. They're on me all the time. I don't need to pick them up and hold them in my arms. Every time, they all have their ritual. Everyone has their time of the morning where they come and lay with me and I love them up and they just take their turns. They're pretty cool. I'm quite happy with them. I love them a lot. My little rescue kitties. Oh, Amber, you've come a long way. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I don't know. If they were social, they wouldn't be hiding like that. If they were socialized while they were being fostered, you would think they would at least be used to being around a human. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they were comfortable with us to pet them and stuff, but they would still at least be around and eat and check out their surroundings. Nope, they did that all when we went to bed. Poor little things. I don't think they were socialized at all. They were fostered, but I don't think they were socialized. Willow fosters kittens, whether she wants to or not. They find her. Oh, Willow. I wasn't gonna do orange and red, was I? Yeah, I was. Was I? That's okay, Willow. Welcome back. Well, we got orange and red, so which seems to be canceling each other out here. I didn't think that's what I was gonna do, but maybe it was. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. So we have Ember Pearl, Miss Ember Pearl, because she's such a prissy little thing. Miss Ember Pearl girl. And we have Gracie, who is a Russian blue. And we have Ash, who is and I'll never remember it, chartreuse. He's a chartreuse gray. And they're not pure because their litter mates are different colors. Like Emmy's black and Ash is gray. But all three of them have gold eyes. Alright, I don't like those colors, so I'm gonna have to think of something to do. They just don't show enough difference for me. I know, Willow. I know. I just have to kind of get it. I want to get it to where it's packaged because it's an open box, that I just keep throwing little things into for you. Um, I need to get it so that when the time is ready for you, that I can just do it. Um, I'll invoice you, you hold on to the invoice, and we'll do the timing thing. That's not a problem. And but I want it all ready so that whenever your timing is right, I can just take it to the post office or have them pick it up, whichever. That's all. I want to get to that point. I'm not worried about it. I just want to get it all packed up, and I am going to make you a blue dragon's eye. Don't worry. You'll get it. You will get it. I didn't forget. That's another thing that's hard for me to do and it's not hard like as in a difficult task. When I say it's hard for me to do, I don't mean that. I mean getting my act together, like packaging, getting to the post office. That to me is such a daunting task that takes so much focus that it's difficult for me to do. That's what I mean by difficult. And when Kristin approached me about selling, I'm like, ugh, shipping. I know how I am. That's a tough one for me. So I don't move real fast on it. And I'm not the only one that doesn't, and I've noticed that, and I'm okay with it because I'm the same way. And it's not it's a struggle to do. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Was I supposed to do red and orange? I didn't think so. Oh, that's right, Willow. It did turn to mud. Marty. Oh, cantaloupe. Oh, I'm dying for some fresh fruit. My husband refuses to pay for the watermelons. I'm dying for a watermelon or something. Um, you know what? I have some bright gold. Let's see how that would work in the center. I need to brighten it up. It's way too dull. So let's see. And then maybe I can do gold around the edge. Let me blow some of this off. That brightened it up some. Can you see? Even my parrots are having a dull kind of day. It's just overcast. I don't know if it's going to rain today or not. Mm, really? Watermelon for 4.39. Oh, they weren't ripe. Yeah. Well, our grocery store has the big bins of them. But they they just want too much for them. So I like to make fruit salad. I like to buy black cherries and grapes, although grapes aren't my favorite, but they add to it. Um, I use canned peaches and I dice them. I know, but I don't like real peaches. They're just always too sour. Rarely do I get a good peach. I just like to have a nice big bowl of fruit salad on hand because I'll eat it 4 or 5 times a day. Okay, what time is it? It's time for the tape. Again. Here we go. Sweet corn. Yeah, my husband, for I don't know why, doesn't like corn on the cob. I can't eat it now because of my teeth, but um, I used to love. Oh my God, we'd eat it just that for dinner. Loads of sweet corn with loads of butter and salt, and oh my God, we lived where we used to just go to the cornfields and pick it. You sneak out there at night and you get the corn, and then you come home and you boil up the water, and man, you have a feast. And if you people that didn't know better would go and get field corn, and it's like, yeah, but that's not the same. Has to be sweet corn. Look for the purple tops. If it's not purple, it's field corn. I grew up like not in the country, but kind of in the country. Like we were at the end of a street that turned into an extension kind of situation. Um, and then down that extension was just the town's reservoir, which I used to fish at all the time as a kid, and a nice acreage of woods in between the road and the reservoir. So I used to go play in those woods all the time. So I think that brightened it up with the gold. 4th of July weekend, yeah. See, I don't. That's another thing. My love of the holidays has just gone by the wayside. Like I couldn't wait for Memorial Day to be over with. It was just another day to me. And I don't like that thought, that feeling. So I'm trying to change my outlook. Thanks, Willow. Well, guys, looks like Kristen isn't gonna make it, but I think I'm gonna go. Uh, oh, you can't cut one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aw, good for you. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Adele. I would have done the same thing. I would have taken a big old hammer to it and whacked it. Yep. Good for you. Guys, I think I'm going to go. I've made my last set. Thanks for the input. And I will see you guys on Thursday. We're going to have a sale. Anne's going to be our guest. And she's going to have her items that she crafted for sale. So everybody, please come and join us. It's going to be on Kristin's channel. She already has it set up. So go over to her channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss us. And it was nice to see you all here. Thanks for coming. Bye, guys. Bye.